From George Kendall Riverside Park, the Parramatta River curves towards one of Western Sydney's largest transport projects. More than half a year after my previous flight here, the future bridge between Melrose Park and Wentworth Point is beginning to rise from the water. This 320-metre crossing is part of the first 1.3 kilometres of Parramatta Light Rail Stage 2. When completed, it will carry light rail, buses, pedestrians and cyclists across the river, forming the first major new crossing of the Parramatta River in almost 40 years. The wider Stage 2 project is planned as a 10-kilometre extension with 14 stops, linking Parramatta with Melrose Park, Wentworth Point and Sydney Olympic Park. However, the work visible here is specifically the bridge enabling package. Procurement for the next section from Camellia to Wentworth Point is still underway. By July 2026, construction has moved into heavy structural work. Crews are building piles, column extensions, abutments and piers while carrying out steel fixing, formwork and concrete pours. They are also preparing the bridge deck segments and assembling a large form traveller which will support the construction of the concrete bridge one section at a time. The bridge uses a long-span balanced cantilever design requiring only 2 piers in the river. This reduces obstruction for boats and limits disturbance to the river and its sensitive mangrove environment. The public facility beside Wharf Road is officially called the Ermington Boat Ramp. During construction, it is generally closed through the working week, with access maintained on weekends. Safety-critical work can still require occasional weekend closures, so boat users should check the latest project notices before visiting. Now, the view turns north to Melrose Park, where the transformation is equally dramatic. Melrose Central began opening on the 8th of July 2026, bringing a major new shopping centre into the heart of this growing residential precinct. The centre provides around 30,000 square metres of retail and commercial space. It is anchored by Coles and is planned to include Dan Murphy's, a pharmacy, medical services, a gym, cafes, dining and more than 99 retailers as businesses progressively open. The 2 tall residential buildings in this flight form part of a larger 6-building precinct above and around the town centre. A future Melrose Park light rail stop is planned nearby, eventually connecting this new neighbourhood more directly with Parramatta and Sydney Olympic Park. Beyond the completed towers, the cranes and open construction sites show how much of Melrose Park is still to come. Nearby, the Dawn development has moved from excavation into structural construction, with buildings expected to rise through the second half of 2026. What was once largely an industrial riverside area is rapidly becoming a new urban neighbourhood, with apartments, shops, parkland and transport infrastructure taking shape together. Returning to George Kendall Riverside Park, the scale of the change becomes clear. A new town centre on one side and a bridge connecting communities across the river. The full light rail extension is not yet all under construction, and no overall completion date has been confirmed. But in July 2026, the first permanent pieces of that future connection are now clearly visible.